everyone and welcome. Thomas Alva Edison, one of the greatest inventors of all times, used to say that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. Inspiration is about thinking out of the box to generate new ideas. Perspiration is about integrating specialized skills in strategy, marketing, technology and finance to turn these ideas into successful products. Our Master of Science program in Economics and Management of Innovation and Technology is founded on this very principle. We provide you with the context to generate new, bold ideas, and we learn together a method to turn these ideas into real business practice.
What attracted me most to this program in one word would be pragmatism. This program is very unique, I think, because it looks at things in a lot of different ways, not just from a business perspective, not just economics, not just management, but also law, strategy, marketing, also even from a technological perspective.
This program is designed to gather a consistent and progressive knowledge growth thanks to the different perspectives that the courses cover without overlapping, such as technology innovation strategy, intellectual property and competition law, or Web 2.0 entrepreneurship, together with a deep quantitative analysis. And I think that this will be relevant skills for the job market.
Being able to understand not just how the world works that maybe you would get from a business school in the US, for example, but also why it works that way, and being able to step back and create your own framework for understanding the way the world works. And I think that's what makes this program really unique.
Innovation is also about integrating diversity in terms of different skills, different expertises and different cultures. And this aspect is strongly reflected in our program. We have a class of people coming from different countries and different backgrounds, such as economics, management and engineering, who learn how to work together in order to achieve a common success. Diversity is a key aspect of today's fast-moving environment, and students in our course learn how to cope with it and how to get the best out of it.
During my undergraduate studies in business administration and management, I realized that in this global and fast-changing world, students have to be open-minded to the new, in terms of technologies, innovations, fields of study, experiences, and be able to evaluate the most recent competitive advantages for countries and firms.
Technology has today become a source of competitive advantage for any firms that compete in a modern world. Two are the reasons of this greater importance of technology. The first one is the increasing miniaturization of digital technology. Digital technology is today within any activity of any process of any corporation, and this empowers the things that firms can do. The second thing is that thanks to the telecommunication, the internet, and all the new revolutions that we are expecting in the world of openness, technology will empower firms to become even more open than they have done in the past. And therefore, this means to collaborate with customers, to collaborate with partners, to collaborate with researchers. Overall, technology has become a real source of competitive advantage, and technology strategy tries to better understand what you should do with your technology.
I'm Business Development Manager for the Microfluidic division of ST Microelectronics, based between the US and Italy. My role in the company is to promote our technologies to major customers in the US and worldwide.
I'm currently working as a visiting associate in the Boston Consulting Group, which is one of the biggest players in the management consulting industry.
Over the past few years, we had several interns working with us coming from this course. Overall, I was very satisfied with what they did, and they were assigned usually to tasks related to market research for new projects that the company was about to enter. Not only their competence was completely up to task, but they were able to integrate very well with our teams, which are mostly composed of engineers, even though some of them did not have an engineering background, and they brought some business and marketing knowledge to the task. Some of them worked in Italy and some of them worked in the US, and I saw that also in international environments they were able to function and work quite satisfactorily.
I recently graduated, but I was hired well before my graduation in my company. During the Master of Science, I had the chance to work with very great people and professors. The key strengths I acquired from a Master of Science are, first of all, a very open mindset and flexibility, thanks to its multidisciplinary approach and the wide selection of subjects I could study. Secondly, the skills as a team player, which the Master of Science truly stress. And finally, which is very important for my job as a business analyst, I could develop a very strong analytical background.
Students coming from this course were shining in particular in two areas. The first one is for their autonomy, as they were able to work without extensive supervision in a multinational, fast-paced environment. The second area was that they were able to absorb technical knowledge without extensive technical training in the specific projects on which they were deployed, and they were able to function and translate that into marketing research and business-like objects.
I've been working in Procter & Gamble since 4 years now. In the headquarter office is located in Switzerland, Geneva. When I was at university, I was quite confused, I think, like many students, because there were many topics that were interesting to me. International markets, innovation management, intellectual property. So for some moments, I really didn't know what to choose for my life, let's say. So at one point I could see myself in Silicon Valley dealing with innovation, and then I thought about moving more to patent management in the World Intellectual Property Organization and knowledge management, and then little by little this idea of giving values to ideas, giving value to innovation really became the most fascinating topic for me. And from giving value to ideas, I got closer, more fascinated to the idea of giving values to brands. And so this is what led me closer to the world of multinational companies and brands.
I graduated in this program in 2007, and I'm actually working as a market researcher in AstraZeneca, that is a pharmaceutical company, and I'm part of a marketing team. My work has two sides. On one side, I base my work on qualitative interviews to physicians and patients, and on the other side, the more quantitative part is linked to the analysis of sales data to give feedback and answers to my colleagues and the management team. My interest in the pharmaceutical sector comes from some courses and some topics I studied in these programs, and I had the possibility to apply these things to the real work and the real life in an internship I had in Schering-Plough, my first pharmaceutical company.
I hope you like this short journey in our challenging program. So now, if you're ready for innovation, this is the Master of Science for you. See you soon at Bocconi.